game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Now Edwards-Helaire. 5 yards will get him. Line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a 1st down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
On 4th down, Smith. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Edwards-Helaire now off the option.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Smith. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big play there for Philly. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Now Smith on 3rd and goal.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
Touchdown!
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point put through by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin the drive with Johnson. To about the 35, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Fields. Dancing to his left.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields
escaping and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Play action. It's Smith.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A shotgun snap. Fields. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Steve Atwater with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too? Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Alan Lazard, 75 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point put through by Suckup. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he is going to lose yardage here. Throwing again on second down. Smith. Got a man. It's Michael Irvin. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. It makes it hard to defend.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Smith throwing again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. There he goes left side. 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Extra point try now for Suckup. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Completes it to Watt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. To the air again, Fields. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Again, Fields. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Allen Lazard with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 54 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain. Smith now. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion. Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. He's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's Fields.
He's going to look deep down the field. He's got him in. Complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A give up the middle to Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
To throw is Fields.
He'll get this to Lazard, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here we go.
Smith now to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point put through by Succa. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. On third, here's an option play right. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
On fourth down, Fields.
He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
All eyes on Fields.
It's caught at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Come on, come on. Hey! Not be lying.
Smith. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's Fields. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
Flushed out right.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
What a performance.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the first play of the game. 59 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Hopkins' kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 34. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception. That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And first down there on a pickup of 25. Now it's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
First carry now for Isaiah Spiller.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
incomplete on the deep ball.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Running on first down, Eckler.
66 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
A 53-yard attempt.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking here for Smith downfield. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith,
57 yards.
And the Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Eagles 7, Chargers 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 30 yards there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chargers have retaken the lead.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That swung out wide to Sanders. To throw again on second down. Hurts. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Chargers 10. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage, because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 27 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Eagles 21, Chargers 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now Urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. Now they'll empty out the backfield. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff it behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down movement.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! A.J. Brown, his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Eagles 28, Chargers 18.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Under pressure, they got him again.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
He's got him in, complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Herbert.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Throwing, Herbert.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, We're asking.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, in less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now they've got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
So it's the Eagles who get the win here, and the guy who really led the way was their quarterback, CD, and that's Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, if this was a hockey game, he'd be the #1 star of the night without a doubt. He finished with 4 touchdown passes and just seemed to get stronger and stronger as the night went on.